I wanted to talk about the era that we're living in and the way, here we go again, and the way people are making money. But see, the thing is they're not doing things according to their skill set necessarily, not what I'm seeing, like when I'm considering like what happens with people who are getting sucked into AI and stuff like that. And all of this, like avenues to go on the computer. So this era, it just draws a blank for me. The communication. It's kind of like listening to a politician try to make sense with a collage of words, and then there's people going and it's like that's not even real communication. I don't know what you guys. I don't know. It's I just kind of like it. Just I don't know if it goes over my head or under my head or anything. It's just there isn't a register to me. I'm like, well, that's just that's not my people. Are there human beings here anywhere? Because who could ever get interested? Something has like regressed into like, and I was like, yes, let's move stencils. Here's the thing. The problem I have with it is that AI is like writing theses or just maybe your resume, whatever. But people are not communicating with their own ability to communicate anymore. It doesn't. What can you do with that? I say zilch. That whatever that is, quarantine it off and let them waste themselves over there. Is there a civilization we want to work on today? Comment section. I mean, starting pretty soon. You think? And does it use money? You know, can they be creative enough to just live a life of contribution and see like Tesla? He used to talk about it, and it's hard to talk about it because well, he's a benevolent being. It's hard to make a breakthrough and understand. No, your life, you have a purpose for eating, and it's not about eating, and it's not about just breathing and or even all of the other lower base stuff. You're here to work ideas and the ideal with if in case you want to work with people, then you'll work with them and you say, what are we doing here? It wouldn't be a mystery because if you figured out some basic things already, I think there would be enough time that we have done that. Sorry. I want sanctuary, man. I want sanctuary. Yeah. It just looks like, well, why do we have to mix it up with these fucking crazy people? Crazy people, Shauna, it's barely 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Just kind of let go of a burden that's not even yours. Really, do you have any ideas of your own? And do you have enough of your own autonomy to work them? Now, getting back to, okay, so what I really wanted to talk about, yeah, this age that we're in where this is great about all the communications, but nobody has said anything, not quite yet. It's a lot. There's a lot of, I imagine it's just a static, and whatever's monitoring it, if it's an intergalactic ET, by the way, we're all extraterrestrials. There's white ones, and there's black ones, and there's blue ones, it seems, and then there's yellow, and then there's red, and then there's brown, and they're all assigned to an intellectual responsibility. And they were supposed to meet. And see, because evolution is trying to happen here as far as human consciousness. We're like, what are we doing? Well, you're an extraterrestrial here. What do you think? Do you even look up that word? Do you know what? A lot of people know what extra means. It means extra. It's not just one layer, it's 2 layers. I don't know, whatever it is, it's extra, see. But see, I said layers. Terrestrial means layer or earth, layer on the earth. What do you think? Am I on an extra layer right now? Yeah, this is a strange place. There is air between the dirt and where I'm sitting with my feet or whatever, walking. It's a home. I don't know, we're doing something here, even just if it's, sorry, a tree could be extraterrestrial too, because they could create a layer for sure, boy. You know what I'm talking about. You need this going on. So, supposed to meet and say, yeah, we do the water. The black people, now I'm talking about this, I don't know, the black race, it's not a race either, I don't know who's racing, except that there is a race to become human. It seems like it's It's like the non-human is like, fuck, we got this. AI, and they're actually running right off a cliff, right? They're like, this is easy. Now all we do is to prevent the disease, take this vaccine. They're like, yeah, what else do we do? And they're like, who knows who's doing that? It's like, can we just, again, sanctuary. I would like sanctuary. As far as like, okay, so I was born in the 1900s. I should be exempt. I don't even need to get involved with that particular alteration because if you know, I would rather be heard in court. Say, by the way, I like a car is exempt. It no longer needs to be smogged. Why? It's just, yeah, right, whatever, dude. Let me live here. I'm actually lasting longer than what's coming up, right? If it is a car, but maybe it can be. Same with people, perhaps. Hey, how about this conversation? I'm trying to. What was I trying to do? No, talking about it has something to do with this day and age that we're in, where I hope that you kind of desire the simple life, really, and know how to. I was going to say do Mad Max. I don't know. Figure out how to be creative here. Work with. I admit I'm working with recording equipment or stereo equipment, like sound equipment. I think originally from the 70s. Yeah, might be lots of clicking sounds and noises, but I use it. See, because here I am in the mountains, and everybody is. I think they are updated around me. It includes their earphones. Just fuck where we are. It just seems like that. It doesn't matter where you are. People go on a vacation. It's the one of the memes that you see on Facebook where, yeah, you go to this extraordinary place, or you meet up with each other as family, and then what do you? You're on your phones doing the same darn thing. It's like, it's like, did you enjoy your vacation? And that's all you're doing is this. And kind of that's what I witnessed it up here. Some people had their grandkids and their kids visiting, and it's Idlewild, right? It used to be a wilderness preservation area. It is still a wilderness area. It doesn't matter if the trees burn down. You have this amazing granite monument that it's actually a ruins site of. It used to be a huge city-sized castle that stood like 4 miles high. Created its own weather systems and stuff. Getting back to the people that going on anywhere in life, they're not really going there yet. They have to disconnect. I don't know what's going to become of any of us, really. I mean, and I think I'm doing a pretty astonishing job having. Well, you're supposed to make how many videos? 10,740. All right, I'll do it. But somebody like me, see, it's pretty dangerous. I'll actually figure something out, and I am not going to leave here without having cracked this bitch. I already cracked it. I'm trying to tell you about cracking what, Shauna? Cracking you up. Most likely, see, people that are on here, believe it or not, they might have something going on. But then again, is there something? Yeah, there's something definitely going on with them. Freedom of speech, cool. Especially, believe me, YouTube will let me know when I got something right. A little bit too close to home there. They're like, they completely deleted an article off of Facebook that was a summary of something that, well, in case you want to know where all of this mysterious religion, and then what is money doing here, and the sexes, is it sexes or sexes? Talk about success. No, is it sexist? Sexist or success? Success. I'm successful. They are successful. So can we, again, is there a sanctuary here that we can create? I say yes, and it's already here. Don't worry about it. Calm down. You're not working from scratch. God has created everything here, includes, hi Mom, a interfacing system sent from benevolent beings who live in outer space called the English alphabet. Now, if we can open up what it really is and how it's been hijacked, and it's like, well, you never see, it's not going to work if there's just one capital at the top and then the rest just drops. Hey, man, I have to have freedom of capital. Why? Just to keep a passageway through to outer space, and of course the universe is there. Is there a universe? Is there a one language? I say yes, but contradictory enough. It doesn't require a single word or symbol to be here. It's already here. You have creation of creation here. So in the word here, you wonder how it's happening. First of all, the word how is amazing. That equation. It's not a question, it's actually showing you how. If you understood flow of energy coming through like okay, so they say that atom A oscillates O. It's 99.99% light. It's barely. It's not there. An atom is it's simple. Whatever creation of creation is happening, it wouldn't be happening here unless it was just very simple. That's the truth. Yeah, that's what is challenging for. Let's get back to the occupation around here. Doing who knows what. It's obvious that what we see, I tried to talk about this before, so I won't talk about it. I want to get back to, what are you going to do? What are you guys up to? You know what I mean? Are you able to put your feet on the earth? And do you smell the pines, even though your neighbor poured 12 truckloads of city-grade toxic, specially geared up from somebody that, I don't know, it could be just China that hates us, I don't know, or something like that. No, it's really satanic cult that hates you, and whatever you're getting for free, a deal, what money is doing right now, because nobody has claimed let's say that you need a brand, and have you noticed it? You're supposed to be you, little old fucking you there, and me. I say EWE. There is no I, he, she, or me. There is we. We go we. We go we. See, the word O that's in the word power, flower, tower, nowhere. I think it's nower, sorry. The K is silent and just keep going. You have the symbol O, the W is wave. And somehow it starts with a W. So I didn't lie yet, right? Still following me? Whew. Flying by the seat of my pants. I gotta do something for money, right? Sorry. I tend to kind of get off track by getting too excited. That's why they like me. Who are they, Shauna? Oh, I would love to tell you my story and how I know what I know. We're here in imprisonment here. I don't know if you know that. And they reversed everything. And so that's an incomplete sentence. More mature as humanity who actually figures out how to live, but it's kind of like, whoa, but what do we do? Because here's how they do it. First of all, they know that they're in prison. And when you know you're in prison, first of all, you can get out, but you start taking care of each other a little bit better. You start playing that fucking game. You're like, wait a minute, we have guards over there. And if they would have their way, they would say, no, that's not really happening. See, that's not a gun. And come over here and buy. And really, it's happening in his hand. Happy Halloween! Trick or treat! Ooh, feel the heat. We have Mars in Scorpio. Mercury just went into it too. So we think about the things that happen. I guess I could put music onto that later. It'll be so funky. It'll be like, zoom, pappy, went bob to change, a ching, ba da la, ha, yeah, yeah. I'm the kind of person thing that It's like Saturday Night Live. Why? Why, Shauna, what is wrong with you? Nothing. There's some people that do this. They're meant to do something here with their live performance. They know that they're on a stage. It's like, this is a strange stage. It changed from the last time I was here. I thought I was doing, excuse me, what am I supposed to do? Just keep going. Hi. Did I edit anything out? Anyway, I guess I'm done making my point about how wasted our lives are anyway, so why not have fun doing it all, especially being pummeled by the enemy. Okay, so this is what I want to talk about. I kind of talked about it on my Facebook page. It's obvious. See, it's all in front of your face, and if you do it long enough, you'll figure it out. No? No? Well, I did, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to share it with you. You have Facebook, that it's the first platform that came up, and see, the theme is friends, but they didn't let you know that, well, no, because there are, but they're enemies too. Well, there's just plain enemies. See what it's not what you think. See, friends can only be friends with friends. How do you friend an enemy? I mean, the enemies they're there in a hive or something. They kind of, maybe they're doing bondage and they're like, I hate my life, but look at that person over there who's psychologically free or whatever. Well, that's a friend. Yeah, I was explaining on my Facebook page. See, there's people like me in India, or they're like Krishnamurti or something, and I'm not comparing myself to those people. I'm better because why? Why, Shauna? Why all of those men that done that? Because I'm a woman. Those people, some of them would tell you, and it's very hard to find their work. You would have to shuffle through and burn a bunch of shit. I mean, there's just a small section somewhere in literature that is useful, and it's not that useful, but we get the idea. Why isn't it useful, Sean? What are you talking about? Because a lot of it is wrote in lowercase, base waste, and it's just burn it, man. That stuff there, by intergalactic law, any civilization built on the interfacing system, which is not brought up into full 3D spectrum, which indicates the sacred geometric, like tetrahedron plasmatic field, which is the one that holds creation of creation. Hi, hello, how are you today? I kind of quit while I'm ahead a little bit, but see, I need full concentration and I'm trying to get it, and you have to like kind of just, there's a lower dimensional shit that's happening here, and you have to kind of disconnect yourself out, and it's almost like compartmentalization. Of course it is, because we're going to continue on with this, babes. You're using a channel here. Well, the original channels are, see, the original PC here is the human aperture, the very thing that if you have a spacesuit on right now, you're involved in a plasmatic, the entire universe, you're interacting now. Hello. Where did you make it in the universe? This place? Whew. Should have it higher. You should know that you're maybe on some kind of a unique mission here. If not, get the fuck out of the way of people that are. Can you at least figure that you're watching a movie about people that are on a mission? Probably, maybe it's one single person. How about that Christ movie? Do you think it was just many or one single person? Was that real, or was it just a scientific fact about what we're going through as a process of life, where it's like, no, the crystal oil goes up the spine and hits the third eye, it opens, and then make sure you do your yoga. See, if you want to experience something better than whatever it is like these people are going after when they go and do an ayahuasca experience, and then they want to do a guided mushroom trip or something. Do yoga for 40 days straight, but fast. Make sure you're fasting. Fast. Take it down almost to bones. No, but do yoga for 40 days. And there's a Yoga for Dummies program on this thing that will it's not what you think. And it's about the breathing mainly. They're going to teach you how to breathe and stretch at the same time, and you just keep doing that. And you will bust open the Kundalini, and then your third eye will open, and it's doomsday. You're just like, what is happening here? It's just your life is going to change. And if you wanted to, then you should do it. Just do it. All right. A lot of people could be stagnant, and they think that the 3D maze is all there is, which there is. It's a big. Don't deny the outer space realm. 3D is outer space, and then there's a second dimension, which is the body, and then the first dimension is the mental strata, which is just a cartoon. That's the flat line, lowercase base wastelands that nobody knows what they're saying. They don't even know that those are two words right there, let alone how funny it gets. So then, and it gets, gotta get funny. We gotta get funny. Why? Because human beings are here and they are funny. See, your non-human narcissist is that person that, for some reason, I got a bunch of views. It's because you say narcissist once and then boom, everybody's like, yes, tell us more. I happen to think they're narcissists going, no, the way that you discourage them, they'll just turn it off. I mean, a lot of narcissists don't watch anything scientific or anything. They're not interested. They do politics. And then they're big on their phony fucking education, right? And of course, the religion, the church, I mean, they're following that fucking, how about that AI? See, the first AI is a narcissist. They're a non-human entity. So they are actually posing as being intelligent. They're posing as being human. That's what we just find is so odd about these people called narcissists, if they are. Who knows what to call them? That's a name, by the way, see. And anyway, yeah, that's the truth, though, see. Human beings are the PC that is highly programmable, you see. And if you can imagine, it's already router in, and we are fully equipped in our video game here, and so I've experienced things because of the third eye opening and all that it shows you the true nature of what's going on, and it's like, oh boy. And see, you'll find it in scripture somewhere else, like I'm talking about in an obscured library. Maybe they burned it or something. They're trying to hide it. It's more popular in the East. Oh, it's just a common thing. No, some villages in India, oh, everywhere. As somebody has somebody's Kundalini rise, and then they become enlightened. Well, okay, well, let's go over there. They build a fucking shrine or something, and they know what to do with that person. They don't like condemn them and get shivering from head to toe and say, restrain that person. They're looking at all my demons right now. No, it doesn't happen like that. They're more like, oh, really? Oh, how great. Bring some watermelons and let's ask them all the questions in the world. Because their culture over there, they already know it. They're like, we're one with the universe. What part of one do you not understand? See, the interfacing system sent from benevolent beings who live in outer space displays and takes you back, if you can just understand that you're dealing with a flow of energy there through the vowels. And those are tools. See, the Y is you. It's actually a V on top of an I, a V shape on top of an I. And now it's a tool. This is a scientific tool. It's a funnel. It's very important. It catches energy, and it's also conduit on both sides. It could be like you've seen that too with the light bulb. It would connect, kind of like male and female. And that's also a vowel too. Y is very important. So the YOU, that equation, the O, is throwing energy. It's an oscillator. It's recycling. It's a recycler. Just kidding. I love drinking vodka and shit. Man, this thing just wants me to continue. So anyway, the U The actual U is a cup. That's what this, I'm talking about scientific tools that you use to start gaining something. I don't know. It's like, well, what are we going to do? Really? What are we in a small case D, capital O, do? Well, it's not a mystery right there. That right there says, oh, there's an infinite possibility here. That symbol, the O, recycling, is infinity, pi. Just kidding. I love making this stuff up. I got to do something for money, and so do you. What are you going to do? Can you find your fucking brand out of all the brands? And is that a brand coming at me? Don't hit me with that. I'm not a literal sheep. Whew. I'm already branded. What is it? Your heart. You're the organization that's already here. What I mean is you're organized, right? I'm sorry. Did you get into the organic? Pardon me. What's your fucking brand? You gotta come up with one single. See, you now. I think I know too much, and I'm skipping over. I need to just blatantly tell you guys. You have to singularize. Sorry, I'm trying to find out how to turn off this thing that's happening, making it a little bit bright. You have to.
Right. Unfortunately, it's not probably going to.
Oh my God! You know, I listen to these types of people sound like just like them because I think it's very, very, very cute that you. And I heard that they think that I have an accent too, and I must think, boy, it must be a shitty accent because we really aren't that elegant. I mean, when we hear your voices like this, we think of like chandeliers, and of course we're stirring up our martini. Not really. That's over here, right? We're like, duh, don't stick it up your nose. I don't know. Achieving singularity means that you open an account with reality, outer space, and then you do this through communications. You start talking about it. Now, the talking about what reality is and the truth, that's a practice called Buddhism. Because there's two types of people here on this plane. It's very simple. There's two brands. Two brands. One of them has been branded already. They say that we the people, and they have a constitutional rights that they wrote out for themselves. They say this is what we require in order to make ourselves strong, and we have a right to access these things. It's like, go ahead and have your guns. Woo! And what else again that you thought you were going to survive on? Thank you for pointing that thing this way. Here, point the 12 gauge more like that, because some people miss, and then I don't know what's the point? You have a necktie on. Are you listening to what you're saying, babe? That's scary. I don't know. I'll get back to this later. Think with me a little bit, will you please? Send me enough for me to buy a coffee here in the United States, which costs $25.35.